Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to work on volume 8, prompt 18 for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. And today's prompt is hearts. I'm loving this prompt. I love hearts. Yeah, so I'm even planning to include hearts in my December journal. So yeah, so I'm excited to make a heart for my wall hanging, and it's going to go in this spot right here. So I am going to cover up that flower, which, you know, I knew that there was a great possibility that I would, but I do want a nice size heart. So some of it can actually go under this pink lace right here. I'm fine with that. So I took a piece of this linen, and I think what I'm going to do is basically just cut out a piece, and from this, maybe that way is better. From this, I can cut a heart. So I'm not hemming and hawing over how to cut the heart. I mean, I've done this many, many times before, right? Cutting a heart. And I like that, hey, you just never know what it's really going to come out to look like, right? So I'm feeling like I do want it to be a little wider, like a wider heart, because I do want the heart to be fairly large. So I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to make it rather big because I want a nice area where I can decorate it, right? Okay, so let's see what we have here. And that's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect. Okay, so I like the size of it. It can even come down some because it can go on top of this. So maybe I'll even do that, is make it more like that. You know what? Let me iron that flat again because I did just put a crease in it. But I like that actually right there. So now, if you look at my wall hanging, you're going to see that it's a lot of pinks, a lot of blues. There is some green, a lot of florals. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of keep along those same colors, and we're going to go ahead and work on this heart. So let me move this and put that to the side. All right, so now so far I've only watched Rachel's video, and I haven't watched Sarah's yet, but I will. I absolutely will. But I'm excited to I'm gonna, like, Rachel totally inspired what I'm going to do. And if you watched Rachel's video, Yep, you're gonna notice right away that I am basically copying what Rachel did. But it is definitely my go-to. I mean, her style is very much my style. So, yeah. So I am very good with that. Yep, following along what her example was. Okay, so all right, let's see. So what I want to do is I want to cover this heart with fabric and lace and stuff. And Rachel even cut out some embroidered pieces to put on it. So I'm going to see if I can do that. So these are from my friend Linda at Linny P's Place here on YouTube. And these are pieces of flour sacks that she sent to me. So I was thinking of using pieces of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and let's just cut some pieces. Now, obviously I don't need anything huge. And well, we'll see, right? Because I'm going to place this fabric down, and then we're going to put some, I don't know what I'm gonna put onto it, but I have all the lace and all that stuff out. So we will see where it goes. All right, and I would like to use some of all of these pieces. So even if it's just a little bit, that's okay. So I definitely like the pink first. And I'm not going to worry too much about the overhang right now. But I don't want things to be totally lined up either. So, maybe I'll do something like that. And then, that can go there. And let's get some blue on here, and that can go there. All right, so I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to go ahead and pin this down, and then we're going to cut around the fabric. Oops, I have to make sure I get it. I have to make sure I get that pin on the actual heart. All right, so these pins are a little hard to pull up from this little tomato. All right, so something like this. All right, so now let's cut the shape out so that we can see what we're working with here. And yep, looks good. So let's go ahead. I don't know if you can, it's like a lot of white on white going on here. So hopefully you can see. Okay, let's get rid of those pieces. And I'll come up this way. Oops, I'm cutting the heart. Okay. I forgot I had this piece folded. Let me see if I can. Well, let's see. I'm gonna try something here. Because I don't need this. I can use that on something else at some point. Okay, that worked. That wasn't too awful. All right, and then we'll cut this one. Yep, this is gonna work. I love it. It's like we're gonna have a big reveal of, let me make sure I'm getting this right here. A big reveal. Oops. Oh, this was extra on there as well. I don't need that. That's extra. Okay. I'm like, what is that hanging there? Let me put another pin in here to hold all of this down. So that's going to go like that. All right. And get into the corner here. Yep, and I'm cutting the pin there. That's not going to work. Okay. I feel like, all right, I'm gonna come back in. I'll get that corner better in a minute. Let me get all this off. Okay. And let's get this neater here. I'm like cutting backwards. All right. Okay. Come on. Oops. Nope. This piece doesn't want to let go. All right. Okay. It's still not letting go. Come on. Okay. There we go. All right. So now. So now, I'm not going to even sew it at this point. Let me put another pin in here, over here. And let's kind of play around with some of the other pieces that I've pulled out. So I love that. I'm loving that I get to use some of this beautiful, beautiful flower sack from Linda. Love it. Love it. Okay. So now, like I can go the blue route and see, well, hey, maybe this would look good up here. And it does. And maybe like if I cut this flower out, that could fit somewhere. And it could fit actually right there. So I'm not going to commit yet to cutting that. I have these. I have two of them. Well, that's a thought too. It'd be interesting to get the two tops the same, but no, I don't want that. I kind of really like that right there, honestly. And so this would be a cute flower to cut out. And it would be a good size. So that's a possibility. I also have this flower, which I love. And you know what? I kind of like that. I'm going to cut this one out. This is on a hanky. So the fabric is super, super thin. And I've had this hanky for many, many a year. I did use part of it at one point. Don't remember what for. And I have another bigger flower still from this. Yep. My scissors are squeaky. These are really old scissors. I got them from my friend her mother, so my friend is in her mid-60s, and her mother and her great-grandmother were sewers. Oh, as a matter of fact, my friend recently, just a few days ago, sent me this. Look at this. It's a little, very loved needle book. Look at the needles in this thing. They have to be milliner's needles. I mean, they're long, they're beautiful. Oh my gosh, and like, look at this cover. That looks like I want to say it looks very oriental to me. So I love it. I'm like absolutely loving this. Yeah, she sent me some threads and just beautiful. Because you know why she does it? So these scissors are from her as well. So they're either, I don't know, 25 plus years old, well, probably more than that, or 100 plus years old, depending on if these aren't 100 plus years, I wouldn't say. But, the other things like the threads and stuff I got from her could very well be that old. So, but she sends them to me because she knows I'm going to use them. I'm not going to just put them, you know, to the side and never use them. So, all right, so I have this. I'm kind of liking that. That's kind of cute. So if I wanted to bring this in, like I don't think that I would, well, I could put a little flower right there. But do I want to do that? I don't think that these are right because it has a cream background and so does this. So now I'm noticing the colors of the background, right? This is very white background. So I think I need to stick with that. I do also have, I pulled out a few little doilies. This one is a very pale pink. I don't know if you can tell that or not. But I could even do something like that. I even pulled this out, but again, it's the wrong shade. I do have this. I thought that this was cute. But no, I don't think that's the right colors. I do like that, but I would still need something here. I'm thinking, how about, like, so one thing that Rachel did, which I love to do. Now, this flower does have a little bit of a beige background, but it does have white in it as well, so I am okay with that. So let's see, if I did something like that, well, it looks pretty, except it's covering up all of the beautiful flower sack. So let's see if I can maybe add just a piece, something more like this. No, it's not the right spot, but a lot of it doesn't have to stick up. I'll have to trim some of the flower, which is fine. No, you know what? I really like this flower on the flower sack fabric. It makes it very, well, it is a little bit translucent to begin with. Okay, so I think I like that as is. I had even pulled this out. But again, I don't know if it's a little bit more orangey, but I kind of like that. Okay, so let's see. So if I had that there, I just want to make sure I can still see the fabrics underneath. That's important to me. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to pin this blue flower on. And I'm going to pin this on, and we're going to cut this piece because I think I might like that there. So this could be good. All right. Okay. You know what? I need to pin it more. It's flopping like a little bit too much there. Oops. And I will have Sarah and Rachel's YouTube links in my description box, and as well as Linda, who I received the flower sack from, or sacks, the pieces of flower sack. Okay, so let's see what I've got going now. I like it. I can see that fabric, that fabric, that fabric, that fabric, and that fabric. Good. I need one more piece. And I keep leaning towards this. Well, I could be this. think that might be too big. Let's go ahead. We're going to do this. Now, if you watch Rachel, one thing that I love about these stitchers, like Rachel, is, you know, they just cut stuff. And I love that because, you know, why not? You need to use it. Use it up. And why have it sit in your drawer? And so, like, and Rachel is like, yeah, I mean, you don't know until sometimes you try, right? Because it's hard to be able to tell if something is going to work or not, unless it's cut down to size. Now, I don't like that straight edge. I'm going to tell you that now. So let's see if I can cut this so that it is not straight. All right, and get rid of that. Okay, so that was good. That worked. That worked. Okay, let's bring this back. All right, so here goes. So let's see. I want to be able to see the flowers. Should I put, oh, I like that. I like that because I want to see both of these flowers. I like it. I'm going with it. This is what I'm going to do. All right. So, all right. That's perfect. So let's kind of look at it on the wall hanging, just to make sure that it's going to look the way I'm thinking it's going to look. Okay, so here we go. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. It's beautiful. I love it. I love, love, love it. Let me zoom back out. Look at how nice that looks. I think that that is perfect. So that's what I'm going to do. So I am not going to sew this on camera because, well, I'm already over 20 minutes. So I don't want the video to go too long. Yeah, I mean, all I'm going to do is just straight stitch around everything, maybe put in a few French knots here and there. I mean, I could do blanket stitch around the edge because I have finally learned how to start a blanket stitch, which took a while. I could do that, but I don't know. That might be a little overpowering for the piece. I could do overcast, you know, or just a straight stitch. So that's it. Oh my gosh, I love this prompt. It's awesome. So go check out Sarah and Rachel and let me know if you have any questions. Let me hold this up so you can see it. Isn't it pretty? You can see that fabric, this. You can see this fabric back here, that pink fabric that I started with. I think it's perfect. And you can still kind of see the fabric through this flower right here because it's so translucent. What do you think? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so that's my prompt number 18. We have 2 more prompts, and Rachel said in her video they already know what they're going to do next year, so I'm like super excited about it. She said it's going to be did she say like geared more towards like where beginners will feel comfortable with the project. So yep. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, God bless. Bye-bye.